sun breaks in the west. A low pink mist on the horizon creeps across the earth. Silhouetted in lemon, pink figures move towards the camera. Occasionally they form in small groups, committees of intent. They gesture towards the ground.
I drew the road. I drew the horizon. I noted the orientation of the sun. I sniffed out the topography. I decided where to build because that had not been decided at all. In choosing the site, I committed either a criminal or a worthwhile act. Remove all virgin soil. Excavate to a depth of 3 metres below datum level. Compact and infill with well-consolidated hardcore, removing all organic matter. Concrete fill to be coarse aggregate, well mixed. Aggregate to be clean, well-graded particles of sizes within the range of 5 mm and 35 mm, or any size or range of sizes within such limits. Erect red oxide sprayed steel beams and columns to form steel frame structures.
Life is short, filled with stuff.
Don't know what for. I ain't had enough.
I learned all I know by the age of 9.
But I could better myself if I can only find some...
New kind of kick.
something I ain't had.
Some new kind of buzz.
I want to go hog mad. I'm looking
and looking
for something I ain't had before. I'm looking
and looking
to find some new kind of kick. To find some new kind of kick. Give me a kick.
Like baby needs mum.
Like Susie needs dick.
Cancel today. Cancel tomorrow.
Slip, sliding away. Today we begin. Today is an end to endless penitence and the bitter bleats of outrage. Today is nobility.
You're forthright, but not altogether convincing.
Let me begin. Let me begin. I need to assemble my thoughts, to consider my desire to understand what it is we're about to do.
What it is?
Is what it is. Affirmative, Drude. Today we can be anything, ask anything, want anything, and this mall, this hall, this platform. This platform will provide.
But here there be dragons.
For here there are answers. We shall cloak ourselves in the bright lights, in the ruby glow with the flame that pours from the dragon's mouth. We shall feign allegiance to cookie-cutter catechisms and the soft ooze of the marketing bon mot. Then we shall strike, digging deep into the fault lines of an unforgiving master.
I likes it. But I'm not sure what it is.
It is what it is it not? Do you understand? It is the rejection of a bill of order, a dismissal of the approved, signed, sealed, shrink-wrapped and delivered. Are we not highwaymen? Your money or your life? Well?
I'm thinking about it. My money or my life?
For here there are dragons, daily and on the hour. They clank and whir, breathing flames above the crowd, the smell of petrol singeing the nostrils as we gaze from the gantry. Have you ever considered, if they release themselves, would we be able to stop them?
And if they already have?
Dear girls, my mind is made up. Today we will destroy the winged ones.
Shoes.
High heel trainers.
Why? Why now?
Today more than ever.
Okay, but prole for sure.
Prole for sure.
Hair.
Wig hat.
A wig hat for sure.
High heel trainers and a wig hat.
Okay. Look and feel.
Stunning flash.
Stunning flash in high heel trainers and wig hat. Victim or master of the floor?
Master. Always master.
So be it, and thus armed we march.
All to be finished in 2-coat red-grey primer to include all bolting, brackets, fixings, spreaders as shown. Include all necessary propping and temporary supports, bolting and welding. Infill panels to be fair-faced concrete block hollow walls. Blocks to be 225 by 450 by 100 thick. Provide air blocks or ventilation weep holes to ventilate the cavity. Proprietary vent holes are to extend past the face of the blockwork so as to be flush with the rendered finished surface.
All I see is pleasure without danger.
Safety without stimulation.
Let the soil heave and subside, forcing up and folding back marble floor tiles.
Let the steel frame shudder and break loose of its moorings.
Let the surfaces spread our fire throughout the halls, flames licking swiftly over combustible materials.
Heat the glass walls till they bubble and melt, blowing inward upon 1,000 plastic cups.
Glass stairwells shudder and crack.
Open them all to the elements. Tear off its pig-nose fixed glass roof. Let the rain pour in.
To form violent seas and expose these airtight corridors to the elements.
Let wind-blown seeds find fresh soil and take root.
Let forests spring up through shattered concrete floor slabs.
Let poison ivy curl through upturned benches and scratch at the eyes that coveted.
Turn the upper forecourt into a frozen waste of bald mannequins.
Fill the lower tier with a barricade of white goods.
A home to feuding colonies of diseased roaches.
Marble cladding and limestone flooring.
Sinking beneath a windswept tier of speaker stacks.
A blur of rats swarming over mountains of consumables.
Let there be 21st century pastures with impromptu sculptures of sodden t-shirts.
The laughing fox in day-glow leggings.
Up in the branches, sitting in an armchair.
The frozen badger's beaver lost in the freezer.
Bright lights. Bad initiatives.
Today the last.
Turn the corner.
Today the last.
Turn the page.
Today the last.
From block to block,
Today
we
the
ricochet
last.
between avenues.
Today the last.
Climb the walls.
Today the last.
Storm the low fence.
Today the last.
Leap from barricade to barricade.
the last.
And in so doing,
Today the
leave
last.
shards of velvet cloth
Today
in our
the
wake.
last. Today the last.
Swagger
Today the last.
through the street. And
Today
glide
the last.
through the mall.
Today the
Sliding
last.
doors will herald
Today
our
the
arrival.
last.
With a swoosh,
Today the last.
we are amongst
Today
the crowd,
last.
at one with
Today
its
the
heraldry,
last.
surging
Today the
beneath the
last.
floodlights of 1,000
Today the
cash
last.
registers.
Today the
Reject the clown come
Today
of
the
capitalism.
last. Today
Reject the
last.
man who rejects the
Today
man.
the last.
Burn the fool who
Today
in
the
material
last.
disarray
Today
imagines
the last.
himself better than the next.
Today the last.
Rob his grave.
Today the last.
Turn his pimpled excuse
Today
for a
the
mouth inside
Today the
out.
last.
Make him
Today
eat his
the
own
last.
cheek.
Today the
Subject
last.
his objections to his
Today
feet.
the last.
See him tread as he
Today
would
the
have
last.
us trod.
Today
Rip
the
his
last.
turgid eyes from the roof of
Today
his
the
mouth.
last.
Revel in
Today
his
the
spleen
last.
as it bursts forth,
Today the
making
last.
friends amongst the crowd.
Today the last.
Bang!
Today the last.
And in the blink of a
Today the
dragon's
last.
amber eye,
Today
we will
the
turn
last.
this whole
Today the
stinking scene
Today the
upon
last.
itself.
Today
The clergy
last.
will be
Today the
defrocked,
last.
and all those that
Today
cloak
the last.
themselves with the ignorance of the
Today the
faithful
last.
will shrink before us. All I see is pleasure without danger.
Safety without stimulation.
To adventure,
And what might be the constituent parts of this adventure?
let's start with
12% satisfaction from dedicated problem solving. 12% life-threatening risk.
monkey take climb out on a limb,
Monkey's palm sweat.
monkey fall off tree,
Hit bad monkey below.
monkey uses mind-piercing hammerhead kick special move,
15% violence.
30% desire creation,
25% desire fulfillment.
wanting,
Always wanting.
8% vistas of new expectation,
Chances of forgiveness.
save points at every level.
Play again. Y/N.
My problem is this. Imagine a room painted white. On the wall sits a clock. An orange ring, full dial clock. The hands are spinning. Whirring, they move forwards and backwards. Occasionally they stop. An exaggerated pause. And then they spin again.
For what time do they stop?
Well, that's the problem. At first I float with the numbers, recognising no pattern. And then a system suggests itself, key minutes of the day that imply some meaning, some coded order to time and space.
Is there anyone else in the room? Who is with you?
There is someone, something, some certain knowledge that keeps reaching out. Flashbulb events, shared moments, a pattern to disarray. If you have a difficulty, state it!
Easy, Z, easy. Leave the room. We're not meant to be here. Too many answers. Answers only present questions, and questions are all around us.
There's something hiding in the light, beyond reach, made visible by music. Fill this room with sound! Sound that delivers on its promise. This is the problem.
I want it. I get it. Therefore I am good. I want it. I don't get it. Therefore I am bad. I am bad because I didn't get it. I am bad because I wanted what I didn't get. I must take care to get what I want, and want what I get and not get what I don't want.
Euthanasia. Suspended timber floor joists at 400 cc spanning between masonry sleeper walls. 100 by 50 joist hangers as shown. 225 air handles and plant and ductwork. Refer to mechanical and electrical subcontractors' drawings for size fitting as shown. Laid to fall in two directions to a minimum thickness of 15 millimeters. To fall at minimum angle of 1 in 80. 18 millimeters WBP plywood roof deck.
Listen, it's all around us, here in the arms of them all. You can have it if you really want it, but remember, wanting is always the loneliest of activities.
I feel the need to dream, to escape those that preach.
We need to interrupt the natural rhythm of ourselves, to move beyond the habitual, to puncture the shell of our totality.
Enough, Z, enough. I need to connect.
Okay, let me think. Here, I have it. You shall consume the uncooked. Tear open the pack. First drain the juice, then lift the contents to your lips. Chew. That's it, chew. Swallow it down.
It tastes revolting, Z.
What do you see, raw meat visionary?
It moves in waves.
What is to be found?
I see a beach constructed from mosaic tiling. Clear blue water brushes against fading tiles. Overhead, the bright lights of 1,000 false dawns sparkle on the tips of another generated wave. There was love here. I feel it. Beneath the water. Something desired.
What do you see?
The mists float above an expanse of open water. There's a boat. 2 triangular sails strain, charged with the search for the leading wind. At the helm sits a young man.
What's his purpose?
He's searching for something. Hope alone steers this craft. This is no ocean-going vessel, or rather a child's toy that has strayed from observant adult hands. There's writing on the hull, but I can't make it out.
Stay with it. Stay with it.
The wind is picking up. The boat surges on. But the waves are getting stronger.
What of the man?
He looks confused, happy, yet sad. He's searching for something, some event, straining for miracles and visions. He's standing, reaching out, clutching at some invisible force, and suddenly a gust of wind pulls the wig from his head and he topples forward on his high heels.
Enough of this.
Okay, Z, okay.
We need direction.
There's hope. The waters have calmed. There's an island, a strip of green in the uncertain waters. We steers the boat in its direction. The wind pulls. He can see the shore. Oh, Z, He's leapt from the boat, into the water, up to his neck, and he's smiling. He can feel the warm sand beneath his feet. He's looking straight ahead to the tiling of the beach. He recognises something in its pattern, some form, some answer.
At last we're near.
Wait. He stopped. There's something else here. A movement beneath the water, some grey, unknown force. It's moving fast.
Does he see it?
He's unaware. A splinter of grey breaks the surface. It surges forward and forces him below. The water has turned from clear blue to purple pink. Red flowers bloom around his legs.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
He struggles to the beach, to the tiles, now crawling on bloodied stumps. The ochre tiles within reach. He turns to fend off another attack. Sharp, crystalline teeth close around his hands. He collapses, back into the water, bobbing like a bundle of rags. With the dimming of his eyes, he remembers this place.
Is that it? Is that all there is?
It's over, Z. It's over. bad place. We need to change. See the good. Nervosa limits, Z. Nervosa limits.
Yes, I understand. You're suggesting compliance.
A little back step is what I suggest. A side path burrowed beneath the fallen chapters of a million texts. A chance to breathe, recoup, lick your wounds. Ah, these hills, they hurt. And the wig it scratches. It's not our fight. We can rest here. Reflect upon what we have here. We can use these tools, set up shop, prepare our own wares. This marketplace will provide. We're not victims, but masters of the floor. We shall spin and sidestep, parry and feint, become one with the dragon. Accept that this is the order of things, and in so doing be at peace with the forces that would choose to control us.
I see. We creep closer and then we strike.
No, Z. We creep closer and we shall dance before them and dazzle them with glitter, and they will marvel at our construction. They will provide.
Crawls into the eyeball and shares the vision of its host.
Floor level. Manifestation not required for doors 10 to 12%. Jointing systems to involve cutting out defects and reassembling the clear pieces by finger jointing while still green before drying, using wet gluing technology to produce lengths suitable for joiners, frames and architraves and
All I can tell you is that I felt for them. Twice. What have we gained? The dragon lives high upon the 1000th floor, not a bang. I witnessed the removal of language. We've been fed the bookending of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, the ground zero. Now let me go. Let me sleep. I understand that the world seeks to stop me from and the machine lies bleeding. Crawling from cold stone to cold stone, it moves ever closer and soars and spent.
In free fall we grab at difficult tracks, pluck at objects that take our fancy, and in so doing we assemble our sense of self, our badge of participation. I am the street. I am the broken grammar of the estate you sold, in paintings and pictures hung high on dusty walls. The amber eye was all for me. It settled at my feet, beckoned me aboard, and I accepted. No longer bound by the tragedies of my past, I shall soar amongst them. In time we shall return. Let us lie down there. Let us die in laughter and tears. Let us call loudly for the liberating barbarians. The hands of the patricians are too fair to bear arms. Let us lie down there and die in laughter and tears. Cringe the beginning.
In Adventure Showdown at the Pig Palace, written by Mark and Stephen Beasley, Anthony Fagin was Z, Sophia Sykes was At, Leslie Sharp was the architect, Scooter Salamanca was the narrator. Voices recorded and mixed at Soviet Science, with original music by Nicholas Bullen and produced by Stephen Beasley. Made possible by Arts Council England and the Elephant Trust. Special thanks to City Projects, London.